Good afternoon, everybody. Since morning, we've been hearing a lot about digitizing everything, and I want to start with the same topic, telling you that when you say digitizing, you mean digitizing the customer's experience, digitizing the front end. You probably also are aware, you are listening to a lot of my colleagues, you're talking about upgrading your legacy systems, which, for example, help to process a bank loan faster than it is doing today. I also heard some speaker talk about bank branches not going to expand as fast as the digital, but not getting away, you won't be able to do away with it. Report says that an average customer of a bank visits a bank branch 24 times in a year in India, while as in the Western world, he does it almost half of that. So whether you like it or not, the bank branch, the physical ATM, and that physical infrastructure as a bank, you will have to carry it. There will still be in rural India the need for physical interface because the one product that the bank sells is trust. And to establish that trust, to keep that trust, the physical meeting place is essential. Also, what is essential is the bank branch will look different from a telecount experience to one where it becomes advisory. So you will move from the relationship, which is just an exchange of money, to being an advisor to his financial well-being. But when you are digitizing, what are you doing for the back-end branches? What are you doing to change the experience that the customer gets when he visits a branch? 20 years back, when you visited a branch, your token system was manual, and today there is a display. But the complete process is pretty much the same. So my proposition is to delve a little more on how the role of your branch is changing, how it's moving from being the main star to being a supporting actor, how your role is changing at the branch. Some branches are becoming kiosks, some branches are becoming only asset branches, some branches are becoming investment advisory lounges. So in bigger metros, the branches are getting bigger and they are not just a bank but a lounge to meet, a marketplace. While as in some other places, it may be a convenience-only asset branch. When that is happening, the bank branch transformation is essential. It means revamping the branch channel. It means adapting a different customer approach. It means creating a data strategy which considers that branch and an ATM as an asset. So bringing that physical asset also into your data strategy. It means moving from maintaining those physical assets to treating it as a data. And all of that means you have to invest in some technology. So I'm here to tell you what that technology is. That is IoE, Internet of Everything. Every asset that you have, physical asset that you have as a bank, needs to be brought on the internet. And I've classified it in 3 categories. Your physical infrastructure, your non-core banking processes at the back end to support that infrastructure, and how it can affect your engagement with your people, which is your customers, as well as your employees. If we look at some of the physical infrastructure, each bank branch, each ATM has an energy system, it has an automation system, it has an air conditioning system, it has a security system, it has a video system, it has signages, it has mission critical equipment like UPS and battery, it has diesel generators. And today, the way you treat it is that this infrastructure is to be maintained. These are not treated as data systems. The processes to support maintaining these are also pretty much the same since last 20 years. So if you look at how you keep tab of your physical assets, if you look at how you treat vendors and their maintenance, if you look at how you do a project as in setting up a new branch, if you look at how you pay your electricity bills and your telephone bills at the branch level, if you look at how you look at security from a compliance and an audit point of view, it has pretty much remained the same. But how about if you connect all of these on an IoE gateway and treat all of this not as infrastructure but as data points? And what can that do to change the user experience? What about if you move from maintenance mode to data mode? What about if your people, as in customers and employees, can be delivered higher productivity, higher comfort, higher wellness, higher safety, and higher sustainability goals? If you give this thought a chance, there is a chance to deliver outcomes, some of which can be tactical, some of which can be strategic, and some of it can be transformational. Let's look at some use cases. What could be a tactical outcome of this kind of a thought process? If you look at air conditioners, let me give you an example of let's say a good size bank having 3,000, 4,000 bank branches, 10,000 ATMs or even 5,000 ATMs has an annual energy spend of 200 to 250 crores. 50% of that cost is coming from just air conditioning cost. Let me tell you that if you IoE those air conditioners, there is a potential to deliver more productive work environment, to deliver higher comfort, while also having higher efficiency and saving energy cost, also reducing your carbon burn. That could be a tactical measure because it would have an immediate ROI. It would have an ROI which is less than 6 months. It would bring all data of all air conditioners to you. You would manage the maintenance of those air conditioners in an entirely different way because you know their performance live. A strategic goal could be extending the IoE connections to all infrastructure, which means today, and we have talked with a lot of banks, a lot of battery and UPS, which is mission critical, is installed, but the battery is never charged, but no one knows. A lot of diesel generators are installed, but they are not in use, and their monthly claim of diesel costs is not matching with how they are actually being used. A lot of signages don't work, or they don't start and stop at the same time. And it actually means something to the customer because your signages are a marketing method. A lot of video, for example, is just recorded as dumb video, but in your only asset branches, the same video can tell you a lot about the customer's experience when he went to that branch. How much time did he spend there? Was it convenient? Was it not convenient? Do you have a two-way communication method in an ATM or an only asset branch when needed, when the customer needs to speak to someone? Now, you don't have a human interface there. All of this can be very easily achieved by bringing all these subsystems into a common IoE gateway. A transformational measure could be if you stretch your thoughts, and this is the last thought I want to leave you with. I want to seed a thought which says, your customer trusts you with money. What else can he start trusting you for? Can he trust you, for example, as a partner which is more responsible towards the society, towards the environment? Can you as an organization, can you as a bank, look at yourselves as starting to practice what is called as triple bottom line? The 3 Ps being profit, people, and planet. So can you generate not just economic profit from your banking activity, but also ensure positive social impact and positive environment impact? And some of it you are doing under your CSR, but as compliance, not as a way of business. So if you digitize your branches by a IoE gateway, if you bring all your physical infrastructure, which you are not going to do away with, on the internet, you can make your back-end operations lean, you can reduce your cost, you can reduce your environmental impact, and that's the thought I want to leave you with. We have a booth here. There is this AC control, which is a IoE, end-to-end developed in India, global patent holding product, funded by government under Make in India. And I think India is at the forefront of these kind of technologies. There are companies like us, several other colleagues are here, who are committed to ensure that banks in India have the best experience converting into digital wholeheartedly. Thank you.